A very warm good morning to one and all present here. I, Sakshi Gupta, student of Angels College of Education with university roll number 110819333179, is going to present a workshop with my teammates on the course title Understanding the Self. Yoga is self diagnosis where it heals and maintains the body. Yoga is truly a spiritual exercise with numerous benefits with minimal efforts. Daily yoga is so beneficial to us. It will definitely help you lead a better life and a great alternative to medical treatments. It is better for everyone to start practice yoga for a harmonious lifestyle. Now let us start with the topic philosophy of yoga. Section A, Part B, Philosophy of Yoga and its role in well-being. Yoga comes from root word yunj, a Sanskrit word which means to unify and to unite. Yoga is an art of living. The central methods of yoga are physical postures called asanas and breathing techniques called pranayama. Objectives: physical fitness, mental calmness, personal growth, spiritual truth. Principle: diet, breathing, relaxation, meditation, exercise. Types: Hatha, it combines breath work with physical postures. Kundalani focuses on repetitive movements synchronized with the breath along with chanting and meditating. Yin, it is a slow paced style that is meant to be meditative and relaxing. Vinyasa, it combines rhythmic breathing with series of flowing postures for vigorous mind body workouts. Pillars: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Niyama is observance, asanas is postures, pranayama is breath control, pratyahara withdrawal of the stress, dhyana is concentration. Dimensions: environmental, emotional, intellectual, physical, social, spiritual. Benefits: increase flexibility, improve lung capacity, lower blood pressure, increase self awareness, calms the mind. There are no such limitations of yoga, but if not done properly, it may induce your blood pressure. Intense exercise bends may lead to serious injuries like stroke and nerve damage. Thus, to conclude, we can say that the main purpose of yoga is to create harmony in the physical, vital, spiritual, psychological, and physical aspects of human being. Thank you.
I, Kirti, student of Angels College of Education, semester 3rd. My university roll number is 110819333196, is going to present a Bhujang Asana. Next, now I will tell you about Bhujang Asana, its meaning, how to do it, and about its advantages and precautions. Next, meaning of Bhujang Asana. Bhujang Asana is a back bending pose which is also a part of traditional Surya Namaskar sequence coming at a step 8 and step 20. In Sanskrit, the word Bhujang Asana comes a combination of two words. Bhujanga means cobra and Asana means to posture. Next, how to do it. To do Bhujang Asana, first of all, lie down on your stomach. After this, keep the palm parallel to the shoulder. Then take a breath and lift the front part of a body upwards. Next, a few seconds remained in this state, then comes to the first position, exhaling deeply. Next, to do 2 or 3 times. Beginning round, increase the time to do it slowly. Next, advantages of Bhujang Asana. First, strengthen the spine. Next, help relieve stress and fatigue. Next, open the heart and lungs. Next, precautions of Bhujang Asana. Don't keep your body stiff. Pregnant women should not practice it. Last, do not force yourself too much practice it. Now, in the next slide, I will tell you about the posture.
Thank you.
I, Amritvani Manhas, student of Angels College of Education, semester 3rd, roll number 110819333191, am going to give a presentation on Gomukh Asan. Gomukh Asan is a seated asan or posture used for meditation and pranayam. The various benefits of Gomukh Asan includes enhancing one's posture, lowering blood pressure, reducing stress and anxiety, strengthening back muscles, stimulating kidneys, curing stiff shoulders, and removing hip joint pain. Gomukh Asan can be done by bending your right leg and placing the right feet under your left buttock and stacking your left knee over your right knee. The left arm is raised and brought behind your back to interlock with your left arm. Take deep breaths and stay as long as you are comfortable. Now, as you exhale, release your arms, uncross your legs, and repeat. Avoid this posture in case of a calf muscle tear, bleeding piles, spondylitis, shoulder pain, or ligament damage, as it may further aggravate the pain. Next slide contains a video on how to perform this asana. Sit on the yoga mat with your back straight and legs extended in front. Put your feet together and place your palms next to your hips. Bend your right leg and place the right feet under your left buttock. Stack your left knee over your right knee. Raise the left arm above your head and bend the elbow. Simultaneously, bring the right arm behind your back and interlock both hands. Take deep breaths and stay as long as you're comfortable. Now, as you exhale, release your arms and uncross your legs.
My name is Pinky. I am student of BA at 3rd SEM. My university roll number is 11081933216. Now I will tell you about Brahmari Pranayam, its meaning, how to do it, and about its advantage and limitation. Meaning of Brahmari Pranayam. Brahmari Pranayam, also known as humming bee breath, is a calming breathing practice that soothes the nervous system and help to connect us with our to restore inner nature. Advantages of Brahmari Pranayam: calms and quiet the mind, improves the voice, smooths the nerves, relieves stress, lower blood pressure. Limitations of Brahmari Pranayam: Brahmari should not be practiced by pregnant women. Brahmari should not be practiced in a supine position. How to do it? Sit straight in the Padmasana or Sukhasana and press your ear point with your thumb. Place your index finger on the forehead and with the remaining fingers close your eyes. Start inhaling through both of the nostrils deeply and slowly while keeping mouth closed. Exhale while making a humming sound. Say be like while making humming sound. We say om in a soft humming sound. This can be practiced anytime, but if you feel stress or fatigue, this will help you.
I, Shivani, from Angels College of Pathankot, semester 3rd. My university roll number is 11081933197. Is going to present Nok Asan. Now I will tell you about Nok Asan, how to do it, its advantages and its precautions. Next. Meaning of Nok Asan. Asan or boat pose stretches the abdominal muscles and tones all organs in the abdomen. In Sanskrit, Nok means a boat and Asan means a pose or seat. In Nok Asan, body takes the shape of a boat in the final position. Hence, the name of a Nok Asan. Next, how to do it? Nok Asan. Firstly, lie flat on the floor with hands on the sides. Let the palms face downwards. Secondly, start inhaling and stimulously raise the legs, arms and upper body. Third, the weight of a body with rest entirely on the buttocks. In the raised position, the toes should line up with the palms. Please hold the breath and remain in this position for as long as you are comfortable. Fifth, while returning to the original position, exhale. Sixth one, relax the entire body and remain in Shavasana until you are ready to repeat the process. One may do this 2 to 5 times according to one's capacity. Next one is benefits of Naukasana. First, Naukasana strengthens the abdominal muscles. It helps to remove belly fat also. Third one is it improves digestion. Fourth one, Naukasana tones and improves health of all organs in the abdomen, especially the liver, pancreas and kidneys. Fifth one, it strengthens the muscles of the arms, thighs and shoulders. Next, introduction of Naukasana. First one, those suffering from ulcers and low blood pressure should not do Naukasana. Second, women should avoid this asana during pregnancy and during periods. Now, I will tell you about the posture.
My name is Meenu Sharma and I am student of Angel College of Education, class B.Ed semester 3rd. My university roll number is 110819333155. Now we will talk about Trikonasana step by step. First, meaning. Second, how to do Trikonasana. Third, benefits. And fourth, precautions. Meaning of Trikonasana. Trikona means triangle and asana means pose in Sanskrit. This asana look like the triangle shape, so it is called as Trikonasana. This asana stretches the muscle and improves the function of the body. This is a good exercise for pregnant women. How to do Trikonasana? Stand straight, extend your arm and bend, eyes up the sky, statue for 1 minute. Benefits of Trikonasana. Help to burn fat, good for your backache, beneficial for child to increase their height, help to strengthen your legs, knee and ankles, improve digestion, remove stress. It's provide stamina, balance, energy and develops focus. Precaution of Trikonasana. This asana should not be performed who has survived back pain. Avoid this yoga who is suffering from migraine. A person is detected with diarrhea, high blood pressure, neck and back injuries should not perform this asana.
I, Pratibha Namotra of Angels College of Education, semester 3rd. My university roll number is 110819333183 is going to present the Manduka Asana. Meaning of Manduka Asana. The meaning of Manduk is frog and asana is showing the yoga posture. In the final stage, the asana seems to like frog, hence the name. How to do it? Sit in Vajrasana, put your left palm on your navel area and the right palm over the left one. Inhale deeply, exhale and bend forward and take suitable stretch on your navel region through your palms. Hold the pose as long as you can with slow inhaling and exhaling. Come to Vajrasana with deep inhale. Advantages of Manduka Asana. It massages the entire abdominal organs, thus good for smooth functioning of these organs. It controls weight, thus effective for those who are longing for weight loss and making the stomach flat. It is beneficial in a case of constipation and indigestion. Precautions of Manduka Asana. It should not be performed by those who has backache. It should not be practiced who has ulcer. Knee pain patient should avoid it. Now, in the next slide, I will tell you about the posture.
I Mandeep, class B at semester 3rd. My university roll number is 110819333156. Is going to present Tad Asan. Now I tell you about Tad Asan, its benefit, precaution. What is Tadasana? In Sanskrit, Tada means mountain and Asana means pose, hence the name mountain pose. It is an ideal pose for those with weak back muscles and rounded backs as it can help restore the body's natural alignment. Children are often suggested to practice this asana and it can help increasing the height. This asana can also help improve posture. How to practice Tadasana. Stand on a yoga mat. Your feet should be slightly apart. Your hands should be alongside your body. Inhale deeply and slowly raise your arms upwards. Then interlock your fingers. Raise your heels and stand on your toes. Feel your body stretching. Look up. Place your body weight on your toes and stretch out your shoulders, arms, and chest up. Hold this pose for a few moments. Exhale and return to the starting position. Benefits of Tadasana. Improve your posture, may help increase height, boost mental awareness, improve breathing, promote weight loss, improve your mood. Precaution to take while doing Tadasana. Don't do this pose if you suffer from insomnia. If you experience a headache, stop immediately. If you take any blood thinning medication or have low blood pressure, avoid doing this pose without consulting a doctor. In the next slide, I will tell you about posture. Thank you.
I, Pooja, student of Angels College of Education, Mamoon, Pathankot, B.Ed 3rd semester. My university roll number is 110819333208. So let's start. My today's topic is philosophy of yoga and its benefits.
Meaning of Brikshasana. Briksh means tree and Asan means posture. It is the balancing asana. Standing with 2 inches feet apart. Focus on a point in front. Inhale and extend the arms up and join the palms in Namaste. In this position, continue deep breathing, pulling in the tummy muscles. Release the right leg down. Benefits of Brikshasana. Straightens the hips and pelvic region, tones the leg muscles, promotes balance, improve posture, and it is to helps build focus and the concentration. Next is limitations. First, if you suffer from migraine, high or low blood pressure, do not practice this asana. Second, avoid practicing this asana if you suffer from insomnia. Third, avoid this asana if you have had a recent leg injury or injury to your knees. Thank you.
I, Sakshi, student of Angels College of Education of semester 3rd. My university roll number is 110819333192. I will give presentation on the yoga pose Vajra Asana. Vajrasana, the thunderbolt pose. Vajrasana is derived from two Sanskrit words. Vajra means thunderbolt and Asana means posture. How to do Vajrasana?
Fold both legs, keeping your hips on the heels. Big toes touch each other. Put hands on your thighs straight. Chin parallel to the floor. Hold the pose and take long deep breath. Breathe out, relax, straighten your legs.
Benefits of Vajrasana: helps in belly fat loss, increase blood circulation, keeps the mind calm, aid stomach disorder, strengthen lower back. It also helps in digestion of food. Now some precautions while doing Vajrasana. If you have any injury in your calves and hamstrings, then don't practice Vajrasana. People suffering from hernia or have intestine ulcer should not practice Vajrasana without doctor's advice. If you have any arthritis in knees, then don't practice Vajrasana. People having knees injury should not do Vajrasana. Now I'll perform Vajrasana. Fold both legs, keeping your hips on the heels, toes pointing out behind you and big toes touching each other. Place hands on the thighs and keep the head, neck and spine in the straight line. Hold the pose and take a long deep breath. Breathe out, relax, straighten your legs. Thank you.